50/50 frame review. Let's get it. So, on today, day 15 of my rollerblade challenge, I skated for a little bit this morning and then went and did some stuff with the family, and now it's raining in here in Knoxville. So I figured, hey, what better time than to do a product review on something I bought back in April, and I've had a chance to actually get in depth and get intimate, if you will, with these frames. So when I started in April, it was the first time actually coming back hardcore into rollerblading in about 10 years. I took 10 years off for military service, stopped skating because I didn't want to get injured while I was on active duty, and then it took me a little while to finally work the nerve up to get back into rollerblading. And when I did so, I splurged on myself, bought myself a pro skate with awesome frames and gangster wheels. Alright, so when it comes to the urethane, I definitely dig the dead wheels. I'm waiting for a chance to pick up a set of tougher wheels from them guys over at Tougher. But today's video is 100% about these frames, these 50/50 balance frames. So I was very unsure of these frames when I started. When I came back into it, I was riding on my Cult 4s with my ground control frames, the original ground control frames. So if ground control, you're listening, Sunshine, anybody over there, bring those back. Those were epic. Either the Gen 1s or the Gen 2 ground controls with the giant H blocks that would never die, because I've had mine going on 20 years now and they're still grinding and sliding like butter on a hot dinner plate. So you can bring them back. I love it. Anyways, shout out to Lawrence Ingram for bringing back 50/50 and the balance frames with the juice blocks. It took me a lot to get used to them. It really did, because like I said, I am used to the wider groove channel that comes with the ground control frames. These frames right here, it was a very snug groove channel. So when you locked in on coping, you locked in on a rail or anything else like that, it put you in place. It didn't let go. You held on and you went for a ride. And I wasn't very comfortable with that. It wasn't something that I was used to. I hadn't worked myself into that. Being as this is now day 15 of my rollerblade challenge, I've been riding these frames every session for the past 4 days, and a couple sessions on again since April. I discovered that these frames are actually a great frame if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, or even if you're pro, because there's a lot of pros out there riding these frames. So major differences you'll notice. I went from starting the 30-day challenge with my Seba frames, these guys right here, and because it does have the wider groove channel, it was a lot easier for me to, I guess you could say, limp out of a trick if I wasn't comfortable with it, slide out of a trick because I wasn't happy, but at the same time it wasn't allowing me to lock on and get into the good position that it needed to be to make the trick look nice. If you'll look here, this is a 50/50, and it's maybe 15, 16 sessions here, as opposed to the Seba frame. There's a huge difference in groove channels, okay? So I was definitely used to a wider groove channel as opposed to these. They are a lot faster, but in some aspects faster is better. I found that skating these frames, I'm able to get into a torque, a back torque, or a front side backslide a lot easier, and lock into it and hold it a little bit better. So that's a perk. I've also noticed that when I do sweat stances or whatnot, these wonderful bullet patterns here allow me to lock on and hold on to the coping and rails better. I haven't worked up the courage yet to try it on a ledge or a flat ledge yet, because I'm just not there yet. I want to. I just have commitment issues, if you will. I haven't committed yet, so I haven't gone full send on trying that yet. So one thing I can say that's going to throw people off if you go with the juice block setup is because there are no wheels here. It is kind of almost the perfect balance between a freestyle frame and an anti-rocker frame. It gives you the maneuverability of anti-rocker, but it gives you the grind area and surface area of, you know, a freestyle frame like the M frames, or the old school Shadow Mook frames, stuff like that. Man, I just dated myself. Shadow Mook frames. That's an old frame. But I definitely have started liking these frames a lot more. So far, I've only had a chance to skate park, really, with these frames, and the driveway grind that you're catching on my back on my 30-day challenges here. I want to skate some street with them soon. I just got to work up the time, full-time job and being a dad and a husband. Trying to escape the house to go out and skate street. Not as easy as you might think, but at least I am able to get the grind on here in the driveway with my practice stuff. So definitely a huge shout out to Lawrence Ingram for bringing back 50/50. It was one of the names from the 90s that we needed to keep going. I'm glad it's back. I'm glad he's doing great things with the company. I'm excited to see the riders that are there, especially really enjoy watching Sasha Reichert, B-Rose. If you watch this, man, dude, love your edits. Keep killing it over there in Germany. One day maybe I'll get to meet you. Aside from that, Lawrence, I'm hoping I get to meet you at, what year is it this year? It'd be awesome to actually shake your hand and tell you thank you for everything you've done for 50/50 in the Back to Blading community. Part of the main reason that I got back into rollerblading was because of the Back to Blading videos that you have put out. So it's inspired me, it's kept me going. Aside from that, please, if you have any questions about these frames or even about these skates, I've been riding these skates solid past 3.5 months, 4 almost. So give me a shout out, let me know. I can answer any questions I can for you. I've skated a lot of different skates in my career, starting back in '96, from K2s, Razors. I've rolled USDs a little bit, and now I'm into the Sebas. And so I've got a little bit of experience when it comes to riding different types of boots and stuff like that. So any of your questions, go ahead and throw them my way. I'll be glad to answer them. If you have products that you want me to try out, granted, like I said, I can't get out in the street and see what they can do, but for us old guys that grind in the driveway or get a chance to grind at the park while the kids are running around, let me know. I'd be glad to check them out and do an edit, throw it out there and see what I catch. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you like what you hear, you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the bell and the button so whenever I do post something new, you can laugh at me falling down, because that's usually what I do, is fall down. I don't put them in the edits very often, except for the funny ones, but I fall a lot. Just the nature of the beast, right? So until next time, tomorrow, day 16, thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, peace, love, and rollerblading. I'm out.